everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial from the Age of Darkness. Yes, we are returning to the Horus Heresy today with the all-new Legio Custodes Battle Group, brand new Shield Captain. Oh, look at this model. This is absolutely spectacular. It's gorgeous to behold. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's been sent to me early by Games Workshop as part of the Legio Custodes Battle Group to build up and paint with all of you. And that is exactly what we're going to do starting right now. So, it's been primed in Grace here. And the colour we're going to be using first is Baal Red. And we're going to be applying this over top of all of the red details. Now this is going to be the inside and the outside of the cloak. And it's also going to be the additional bit of cloth on the Shield Captain, which is around the thighs. And we're also going to apply this over top of all of the leather as well. So this is the Beturges on the tabard on the front and the gloves as well. And the reason being is that we're going to be differentiating this Baal Red from the various other red tones using some different colours. But if you look at the box art, it is all very clearly got a red hue to it. So we just want to start off by getting this red on there. And given as how it's so integrated into the model, it makes sense to do this first before we do the gold. With all that Baal Red applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to take a roughly 2 parts Cygor Brown to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix. And we're going to apply this over top of the inside of the cloak. And we're going to apply this over top of the leather gloves. Just like this. Oh, and the Beturges as well. With that Cygor Brown applied, we've actually also applied it over the top of our Shield Captain's hair as well. Just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But our next colour is going to be a roughly 2 parts Blood Angels Red to 1 part Lahmian Medium mix. And we're going to apply this over top of our remaining red details. This will be the outside of the cloak. And if you built it with a helmet, the helmet plume as well. So with that all done, it's now time. We're going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour, and we're going to apply this over top of all of our gold, of which is the vast majority of the model. Now, pretty much every other detail on here is another metallic, except for the face, and we've got, for example, the ropes and things that are sort of hanging out, and we've got the sort of gaps in the armour and stuff like that. So, as well as any parchment. There's a couple of extra details. But, aside from the parchment and the rope, it doesn't really matter if you get Retributor Armour over the top of an area that's going to be silver, for example. You just want to get a nice strong coat of this gold over the top of where everywhere there will be gold will be. Oh boy, that's a lot of gold. Well, Taking a quick break from some metallics, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Black Legion and we're going to apply this inside the gaps, the joints of the armor, and over the top of the straps on the gloves. So with that Black Legion all applied, we actually applied it over top of the grip of the sword and the shield as well. But the next colour that we're going to use is some thinned down Runelord Brass. And we're going to apply this over top of the feathers on the shield, the laurel on the shield, and we're going to apply this over the top of the feathers on the sword hilt as well. With that Runelord Brass all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Iron Warriors. We're going to apply this over top of all of our remaining metallic areas. Now, there's a couple of areas that are yet to have any colour applied, which are going to be our white details, but also we have the face as well. We're avoiding those, funnily enough. And with all that silver applied, we're now going to take a little bit of Guilliman Flesh. I'm going to use this over the top of the face. With that all done, believe it or not, it is now time to apply some shades. And the first of this is going to be a roughly 1-to-1 mix of Lahmian Medium and Fyreslayer Flesh. And we're going to apply this over top of all the gold and the brass. And for our white and our silver details, we're going to take some Nuln Oil and we're going to apply this over the top. You just want to be a little bit careful with how much we put on this sword because of the angle of it. Because if we put too much on it, it'll all run down towards the tip, which we don't want it to do. Because it'll become an unseemly dark blob. And with those shades applied, our shield captain is now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready. And it's looking pretty good. However, we're not going to leave it there, no. We're going to take it to the next level and we're going to do this by adding some layers and some highlights. And we're going to start off where it all began, with all the red. And, well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Evil Sunz Scarlet. And we're going to use this to highlight the bright red of the cloak and the cloth on her legs. With all that Evil Sunz Scarlet applied, what we're then going to do is take some thinned down Bloodreaver Flesh, and we're going to use this to highlight the dark red. With that Bloodreaver Flesh all applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Squig Orange. And we're going to use this to spot highlight both red colours. So moving on now, we're going to move on to what is the biggest feature of the model, which is all the gold. And, well, long-time fans of the channel shouldn't be surprised to hear that the next colour we're going to be using is some thinned-down Retributor Armour. And we're going to use this to relayer all of the flat, wide-open panels of gold. With our Retributor Armour all reapplied, it's now time to really give this model the business with some highlights. And the highlight we're going to be using is a roughly 2 parts Stormhost Silver to 1 part Retributor Armour mix. I'm going to use this to highlight all of the gold. And trust me, this thing's going to shine afterwards. And there you have it. Wow. I never get tired of how good that gold recipe is. Anyway, what we're going to do now is move on to all the white. And we're going to start with some thinned down grey Seer. And we're going to use this to effectively relayer the white and also just make any corrections. Get a nice strong whitish colour. We don't want this to be too bright, because the model is already very bright. And with that grey Seer all applied, we then take some thinned down Corax White, and we use this to highlight all of the white. And then next up, we're going to take some thinned down Dawnstone. I'm going to use this to highlight all of our little black details. Keep yours and mine relationship fresh, what we're going to do next is we're going to take some thinned down Runelord Brass, and we're going to apply this over the top of the flat Runelord Brass areas. And with that Runelord Brass reapplied, we then take some thinned down Canoptek Alloy, and we use this to highlight said brass features. And with that all done, we're going to actually finish off metallics here. Ish. We've got some gems to do later. But what we're going to do next is we're going to take some thinned down Ironbreaker and use this to highlight all the silver. So with that all done, we're now going to take some Talassar Blue. I'm going to apply this over top of all of the little gems. So with that all done, we're very nearly there now. The only thing really remaining is a little bit of freehand and of course the face. So we're going to work on the face next. And we're going to take some tiny little bits of Black Legion and we're going to apply this inside the eyeballs. And with that Black Legion applied to the eyeballs, we then take a tiny little dot of Screaming Skull and we apply this in the corners of the eyeballs. So with the eyes all done, we're then going to take some thinned down Kislev Flesh. I'm going to use this to mostly effectively relayer the face. And with that Kislev Flesh all applied, we then take a teensy tiny little bit of Flayed One Flesh and we use this to just pick out the sharpest things, like the tip and bridge of the nose and the eyebrows. And with the face all done, we of course need to highlight the hair. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Steel Legion Drab to do exactly that. So with that all done, our shield captain is, well, finished. Except there are just two little bits of freehand, as mentioned earlier, that we're going to do. And the first of these is to take some thinned down Mephiston Red. And we're just on this shield here and on this one here going to apply a nice big line going through it to divide it into a sort of heraldic device of white, red, white. And with our red stripes done on both those little shields, what we're then going to do is we're going to write on the text or the scroll here and on the shoulder. Now over here we're going to do Terror, but over here we're going to do Imperator. Now Imperator is 9 letters long, which helpfully means that we can start in the middle with I-M-P-E-R. So we're going to put an R right in the middle, and then that gives us a kind of area to put the Ator and the Imper, as it were. So we're going to use the Cygor Brown to do this, and we're just going to be real careful, and we're going to start tracing out our letters. Just like that. And there we have it, the Shield Captain is now finished. The base was a pretty simple affair. Stolen mud, scattered a bit of rocks into it, dry brushed it with some Tyrant Skull, and then we added some burnt tufts from Gamer's Grass as well, just for a little bit of added emphasis to the base. And I think it looks really fantastic. I really do. I really enjoy painting this. I love painting Custodes. There's just the gold. I love painting gold, really. Doesn't matter if it's a Custode or a Stormcast. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.